Oh my God, it looks like I'm frozen. It looks like I am frozen. Camera. It looks like I'm frozen, you guys. Give me a second here. Let me do something. There we go. There we go. Hey everyone. Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, this air conditioning is on. I guess I could turn it down. It's so hot. It is hotter than a jalapenos. What? I'm not even gonna say that word on here, but it is definitely hot in this room. I've been gone for like 2 days and I forgot to turn on the air. So when I came in here, it was like 90 degrees. Seriously. Oh, my bad. Just adjusting this camera here. So how is everyone doing tonight? How is everyone doing? It's a Sunday. I told Cece, I said, let's go on and do this because this needs to be told. We need to talk about this. I hope you have what you're supposed to have. I got me a new cup. This is a new cup. It has bumblebees and glitter in there, and it's like double insulated. Can't really see it that good because of the light, but it's a lot of glitter that's supposed to be like honey, and it's bees flying all around, and the glitter moves around the cup. So, how is everyone doing today? We have Keandra's Creations. We have Sarah Star. Hey. Hello, hello. Yes, I know you good. Hey, keep it natty. We got Cece in the building. We got Kimberly Love. Hi, Kimberly. And I'm doing that intro. That now I know that music got on your nerves because it got on my nerves once it played for a few minutes. I'm like, next time I gotta find something else. I'm gonna find a better one. But I want to give people time to log in and get the notifications because people come in on these lives and they say they didn't get the notification. So that's why I am gonna be doing the intros, but it'll be better music, okay? Okay, I promise you. Hey Sharia. Hey Miss Mary Moore. Hi Brittany, how are you? Yeah. So I'm waiting on Cece to come on in. Hold on. But I have a case study, and I didn't even go through the whole thing of. Let me get my phone. I didn't go through the whole thing of pre-recording it and all of that because I've just been too preoccupied with other stuff for that right now. But I still want to get this out to you guys, and I want to get your opinion because some of these I don't have an answer to. I just want to see what you guys are thinking, right? So let me see. Okay, so I just texted her. So I was trying to wait on her, but how is everyone doing? Like with COVID, do you all think that we're going backwards? Do you think we're going back on lockdown? I am so hot. This is my fan I use for people with lashes and stuff. Luckily, I have this fan. You can get this at your local beauty supply store usually. How is everyone doing with the COVID? Do you think that we are going backwards or forwards? I just wonder. It's hard to tell right now, but things are really, really weird because things are open, but they are not open. What do you all think? I just wanted to know. Let me call this girl and see if she get this link real quick. I'm just wondering. It's hot. Oh, I don't. And when you let your place get this hot, it won't cool off for like a day and a half fully. I hate that I did that, but I didn't know I wasn't coming home. Didn't know. I don't know what she's doing. So I went to the supply store today and lost my man again, but it was stuff that was much needed. So how much do you think I spent today? That's just at the supply store. We're not even gonna say how much was spent this week, but just today at the supply store. Miss Mary Moore said, I think we'll go back eventually. Yeah, it's really weird. I'm unsure at this point. Yeah, everything is so up in the air and weird. Stuff is like half open. I don't know. But I still have to get out and I have to keep things, moving smoothly and everything cleaned up. Let me tell you, things are so weird right now that I can't even get a nail table. I need a nail table. I told you I have been working off a desk. for so long because when I'm working out, I just get into my groove. As long as everything is where it needs to be, I'll get into a groove. But I said I need to break down and get a nail table. I know Cece got some of those IKEA tables. And I was like, I think I need to get the big one, the really big one with the drawers on both sides. But everything is sold out. Like I was going to even pay to have it delivered and everything. It's like they're not even saying sold out. It says oversold. So I've been looking around everywhere trying to get that particular table because I have so much stuff. I need something with a ton of drawers, a ton, not a few. I need a lot of drawers. So I'm gonna keep looking, and I might have to build my own nail table like I did with my makeup station. I got this one here. That's my professional one, but I have also one in my room that I built, and I think I'm gonna have to end up doing that again, just building it from scratch and getting the top from Menards because everything it's like a lot of stuff is just sold out. I'm so annoyed. But yeah. So you say here in California they want us to do services outside. Now it's funny that you mentioned that because I saw that and I was like, what is going on? That I saw it was a picture of nail techs. I should have pulled it up. Nail techs working outside. How is that? How is that sanitary? That is not sanitary. I get it. You know, when you're outside, as soon as the air hits it or whatever, it moves everything around. It instantly circulates anything in the air. But outside, and people are doing it. It's like every week they make up new rules and just like let's just see what happens. Let me tell you something else. I'm trying to wait on this girl before I get into this case study, but I actually, you guys, have a really, really big announcement. Hold on. Okay, so the big announcement is I have a second YouTube channel, you guys. I have a second YouTube channel. You want to know the name of the new YouTube channel? It's up. I've only posted one test video, but I'm going to tell you all about it now. The name of the new channel is called this. That's the new channel. Go ahead and follow that now if you want to know more about how I am outside of nails and nail life and just me in general. That channel is going to be more about some things you don't know. Like, I don't know if you all noticed, but you don't notice anything different about me. You don't notice anything different about me right now? No? Nothing? I'm gonna give you all a second to figure it out, but I'm gonna go ahead and read these comments. Yeah, you said the heat. That's what I'm saying. When it's hot, you can't be doing nails at just any temperature. And I love how people in this and that are not in this industry love to set us up. That's why I put in the last video. I said make sure you take extension cords and lighting because people who do not do nails, they do not know anything about setting up for a nail tech. So you got to think for them because they definitely will not think for you. Definitely. Um, so you said no jail services. I don't know. This is so crazy. This makes no sense. I know that this COVID mess has made it hard to get started in the nail tech industry. I'm feeling like giving up most days, but I'm sticking with it. Oh yeah, see that's this. See, this is what happens. Everybody and their mama want to be a nail tech right now. It's very trendy, but as soon as things get a little hard, most people do drop out. So I'm gonna tell you, don't drop out. And that's why I don't worry about all these new people coming in the industry because most of them don't make it because they think it's very easy. It's actually very hard because any little thing happens and it affects your money. So we're gonna go back and don't give up, girl. Keep coming. But Regine said, "What is this? I can't tell what that is." But No gel service. You said it's my hair. No, I mean, I just took my little twist out. I gotta wash it. It's filthy. I gotta wash it because I've been exercising and sweating and it's just nasty. No, I had my lips done. hmm I'm starting to work on my lips. I've been wanting to get my lips done forever. I finally went and got them done a couple of weeks ago, and I like them. It takes weeks for them to settle. So they finally just settled, and they're not where I want them to be. I know people say, don't start messing with your face. I always wanted lips, and I'm the type of person, like, I want to do something, I'm going to go do it anyway. And the thing about lips is they dissolve. So if you don't like them, they'll dissolve anyway over the next, 8 months or so. But I have my lips done. And this sort of thing is going to be on the Shecago show. You'll get a chance to be out with me daily, vlogging, just more about who I really am outside of this. hmm hmm I have my lips done. Does it hurt? Yes, it hurts. Yep, it hurts. I ain't gonna lie to you. People always saying something don't hurt. I tell you when stuff hurt. Having tattoos removed just hurt. It hurts, and this hurt. But even though they numb you, you still feel the needle because they stuck me about 20 times. But anyway, I'll be going to Atlanta again next month for a long time, and all of that's going to be on the Shecago show. So the Shecago show, that is the name. That is the name of the new channel. So make sure you follow. There's only like a little snippet of an old video up there now. I was just testing it out just to see, but you want to follow that channel because that's going to be me more in the raw. I promise you. So let's get into this case study. Today's case study is this: nail tech entanglement. Yes, nail techs have entanglements too. So let me tell you what happened. Here we go. A nail tech that I know has a lot of clients like me, and she talks to her clients like me. She's real cool with her clients. They get into the nitty gritty of things, but she doesn't like me. I could talk a lot and not be saying anything at all. And I think she might, a lot of us, we have the gift of doing that. Like we could talk and be talking, but we're not really telling any details. So anyway, one client was saying how she was married, but she separated from her husband. So she separated from her husband, and she would bring it up here and there, but they've been separated for like over a year, right? And this nail tech has started dating this guy. You already know where this is going. This nail tech has started dating this guy. He's doing all the right things, and they're not official or anything like that, but they are moving forward. And they've been hanging out for a couple of months now. So lo and behold, long story short, it comes out in conversation from the client that the guy that the nail tech is dating, is this client's estranged husband, or this client's husband who she's been separated from for over a year. So that is really what the case study is. It's really just that straightforward. So I just wanted to get you all's opinion on what you should do, because this sort of thing, Cece and I, we talk about this sort of thing all the time. It happens. It's a small world, and this is a sort of entanglement with your client. And that's why a lot of people on social media, people are scared to post up their significant other when it's new, because they're afraid somebody gonna say, oh, he messed with my girl, he tried to talk to my girl. People really have a phobia of that happening. So you can sit up and talk with clients forever and not even really give any details. Like a lot of my clients, I know they have kids, but I don't know how many. Some of them, I know they have kids, I don't know their names. I know they married, I don't know their husbands' names. And vice versa. We talk in generalizations. Even if we go deep, we don't be like, what's the person? What's your kids? We don't do that. So you could very well be talking about the same people or be entangled some sort of way. So this is basically what has happened with this nail tech. So she's dating this guy that she really, really likes, and come to find out, it is this husband of her clients. And I'm sorry, she's had this client for a long time, like over 10 years. She's been doing this client for over 10 years. I forgot to say that part. That's messy, right? Messy. So you said, oh, you doing that about the lips. How do you feel about them? Oh, I like them. They go through a lot of stages of getting big, getting flat. So now they're fluffed, but I actually still outline my lips outside the lip because I'm still going to get them worked on. You will see, but I'm very transparent. Like I don't have to front. So if you go watch the Shecago show, you'll see everything I get done. I get all type of stuff done. I'm always playing around and testing stuff out, trying to better myself and be the person I want to be. But yeah, you said it's kind of difficult in the streets, but I've been working on getting on your own suite. Keep going. You have to move forward in this. And the thing about being a business owner, you have to be flexible and you have to be like resilient and flexible. If you're not flexible and you expect things to be good, you're not meant to be an entrepreneur, because it's always going to be some rough times. It ain't always good. I don't care what business you do. That's just how it goes. You got to be able to move with the punches and get creative. You got to get creative. So yeah, this is definitely an entanglement. Yeah, an entanglement for sure. So let's get right into the questions, okay? So here is the first. Do you tell her the truth? So in these, I don't talk as much. I let you guys talk. So do you tell your client the truth? Because it just came out in conversation. And it happened to be the same guy. So somebody just said, I just seen a Facebook group. A girl was asking what to do about her client finding her husband on her page and messaging him. Asking what to do about her client finding her husband. About her client finding her husband on her page and messaging him. She says she seen him after she was FaceTiming him with him during a service. And a lot of people say she should fight her. Fight? You want me to fight? It's up to him to do that, to be honest with you. That's up to the man to check that. I would let her know that I know, definitely, but he would have to check that. If he don't check it, then now I'm looking at both of y'all sideways. But yeah, do you tell the client the truth? You can simply put in the comments yes or no. Do you tell the client the truth? I know my answer. No, I don't. Let me think about it. We got a yes here. Come on, PayPal. Do you tell the client? Do you tell her the truth? We got one yes. Okay, you said yes, the vague truth. A mess. Sarah, that ain't the answer though. Yes or no? You said you would be upfront. Okay. Don't have to go into details. How do you do that without going into details? Sticky, huh? You said, do you know if they were married for a long time? I think so. Yeah, I think they have like some kids and everything together. This wasn't one of those gunshot wagon weddings in Vegas or anything like that. This was like a real marriage for some time, and they've been separated for a year. And I think that's why they've been separated so long, because they were together for a long time. So, yeah, I would be weary of him because she might be a rebound. I would want to tell her the truth, but I know how to fight. You said, nah, I ain't mad to tell. Keep it short and classy. That's how. And you said, yeah. Miss Mary says I think that's the zipper mouth, or she going, I don't know. So that's my first question. Would you? So here is the second. Let's see. Okay, so you all chimed in on that. Let's go into the next question. Most of you all said that you would say it, and some of you all say you would do it in a vague way. Let's see, I got a comment here. Oh, okay. So let's go to the next question here. The next question is going to be a good one. Would you still keep seeing him? Would you still keep seeing your client's husband who's separated from her for over a year? Would you keep seeing him? I would tell her for sure, no reason to lie. I got to get into heaven. Heaven. You say nothing coming between you and heaven, huh? Nothing. Not a thing. Would you still keep seeing him, you guys? I mean, it has anyone done anything wrong? These two people have been separated for a year. Would you keep seeing him, knowing that his wife is your long-term client? I'm just wondering. It depends on how the conversation ended. Well, it just slipped up in the client talking. It just came out like this was the guy. I guess it was like his name and where he worked and everything. Like she said, whatever it was she was saying in the conversation, she was like, oh my God, that is him. That's XYZ. You said not at all. He's married and I cannot see him again. But you were seeing him and you already knew that he was separated for a year. Like, but he's saying something like, we're about to get a divorce, but we've been separated for like a year. Like we haven't even been in the same house for over a year. I just gotta, we gotta get this paperwork, everything done because, like it's property involved. It's a lot to it. It's a more complicated situation. So he's separated, but he's saying like they're moving towards a divorce. It just hasn't been done yet, sort of thing. You know how they can go. If you've been doing them nails for 10 years, you got to know someone from her life 10 years. Actually, no. I have some clients. I'm cool with a lot of my clients, but I have some clients I've been doing way longer than that, and they are kind of private. And when we talk about just strictly like events like, the news, the weather, stuff like that. We don't get. Some clients, you can do them forever, and they will not let you into their personal life like that. Like for real. So it could definitely be 10 years. I have a question. Did the tech know that she was dealing with a married man? Yeah. Yep. They're still married. Like what the hell? Maybe the client knew all along. It's a respect thing. Yes. Yes, you would still keep seeing him. Okay. Oh, I thought they were divorced. My bad. Separated isn't divorce. I would have to tell him bye. Okay. I think he was honest in the beginning and the text simply got caught. Okay. So yeah, I feel like everybody was upfront with it. I just don't think that, and there are women out here who will, some won't. And I know somebody right now that's dating someone who's separated and they've been together for over a year now. Got a child on the way and everything. It's just that he haven't gotten that paperwork done. And sometimes I think some marriages are a little more complicated. Like if you got properties and different things with that person and a lot of assets together, it's not a quick file and whatever. Things got to be discussed, papers got to be drawn, it's got to be agreed upon. Debts and all that stuff have to be split up. But in the meantime, it's like if you haven't been around this person, or you only see them in the lawyer's office or whatever, when it's discussing business, trying to get this stuff split up, does your life go on pause? Does your life go on pause until all that's done for like 2 whole years? You mean to tell me you're not going to date anyone, or you're not going to see what else is out there, even though you're moving towards getting away from this person? Is just more complicated on paper. I'm not standing up for it. I'm just giving everyone like another way to look at things, because sometimes it's not so cut and dry. Not everybody is broke. Some people actually have money and have shit that needs to be split up. They might have a whole business together. You got a business with somebody. How does that go when you get divorced? You got 2 rental properties and a dry cleaning business, 4 cars, kids. That ain't gonna be no easy process to just split from that person. You're gonna have to get some attorneys and some negotiating, and all that stuff got to be done. Like, what about all that debt that you all accumulated together? You all have a $300,000, $400,000 or $500,000 jumbo loan that you did to renovate one of the buildings that you have. Like, how does that go? Who pays those bills? Who takes on that debt? So when you're trying to separate your life from someone that you built a life with, it's not that 1, 2, 3. So in the meantime, you really think, honestly, like you would just sit there and don't talk to anybody else, don't even look at anybody else, even though you're not with that person over there, you just got to do this. You mean tell me you would just, I don't want to see anybody else till everything is signed and the ink is dry? I just don't really think that's realistic, but it's easier to say that when you're not in the situation. But I've seen more complicated situations where people have a lot of stuff together and they try to move on with their life. So at some point you got to hit the unpause button, just something to think about. Maybe she can help him fill out his divorce papers. Yeah, if it's a simple divorce, So, okay. Okay, I'm going to keep it moving because we don't have to be on here all day. You all said you wanted the more case studies. So I was like, I don't have time to do this one, but let's go ahead and talk about this real quick because it's straightforward. So the next question is this. What more important? What is more important, the client or your love life? Again, I said you've been dating this person for some months. Everything's going really good. It looks like it's moving forward. Like you have no problems or issues with this guy. What do you do? What is more important, the client or your love life? This guy treats you like a queen. What's more important? Hi, Dazzle Girl. What is more important, your love life and find a potential love of your life, your potential next husband, or this client that you've had for 10 years? You all are cool. This sort of thing happens weirdly enough. It does. Nobody's saying anything. Everybody thinking. You're thinking. What is more important, the client or your love life? I'm not saying anything. I want to see what you all are going to say. Hello? I'm going to give it a few more seconds. Think about it. Let's see here. You said the client, period. Wait, the client and the husband are still in a relationship though? No, they separated. They've been separated over a year. We are already in this together. I would try to keep them both. You would? The client, because right now they pay your bills. This new guy or person has the established or whatever else he's gonna be. Okay. So, okay. So I guess that's what you all are saying about that. Now I got one more question. Let's do this one last question. Let's get to it. Do you think it will affect the relationship? And I guess I should say, do you think it will affect the relationships? Because what is happening is you're going to have to go back and tell this guy, oh my God, I didn't know, but your ex-wife is my client. Oh my God. And then if you say something, how will it reflect your relationship with her? So how do you think it's going to affect the relationships? Let's think about it. I wonder. So you said client, he is legally still married. So that is bothering my spirit, laughing out loud. If God has us for each other, then he will put us back in contact again. He is no longer married. All right. Depends on how much the client spends with me versus what he brings to the table. I will see how the client feels about it first to be respectful then. It depends on the circumstances. Depends on the circumstances. So, but the question is, do you think it will affect the relationships? Like now that it's out, well, you know, and whatever you decide to do, like, do you think it'll affect the relationship if you blow this thing up and let it be known, like, hey, I am me and she is me and I am she? Like, if you do that, do you think it's going to affect the relationships on both ends? And believe it or not, if you all watch not Shameless, if you watch what's that show with Issa Rae? If you watch Insecure, this is actually what happened with Issa, her boyfriend, and the girl who's helping her put together the festival. This is the exact case. So depends on the circumstances. You said I'd be prepared to lose them both. I don't owe a married man any explanation. Okay, be pretty. Okay, be pretty. Well, I heard that. And let's see. We're gonna go to one last question. What can we learn from this case study? Sarah said that could be your husband versus she is your long-term client. Could is. Got it. It will definitely affect the relationships. At this point, I'll be ready to let both go. So what overall do you think we can learn from this case study? Like, let's think about that. Okay. Think about it. It's a lot to learn from this, right? I've never quite been in this situation, but it's like it's one of those sticky situations. And what I can tell you is that I hear and see so much from people, and I know people in this situation. I now see there's a male tech in this situation, but I see this type of situation go one or two ways. I've seen happy endings come out of it. And I used to be one of those people that would say, oh, he's married. I would never. I still don't know how I feel about it, but man, I hear of stories where people are in situations. I've seen it in my family where people were married and their husband ended up with somebody else while they were getting divorced, but he met somebody else. He started dating her, then he married her next. And then they've been together for 20 years. Like I had an uncle who was married to my aunt for like 30 years, no, 20 years of my life. And they had been married way before then. They've been married over 20 some years. He met somebody at his job or whatever, and they got a divorce. And while they were going through the divorce, he moved in with that woman, and they stayed together for 20 years. And she just passed away like 3 years ago. So he was with my aunt for 20 something years, or 30 years, I don't know. And then he got with another woman for 20 something years. So you just never know, you know. And from what I understand, they weren't fully divorced, and he was with that other woman, you know. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like sometimes divorces can take some time. It's not like a 20-day thing. Sometimes it can drag out, and it can be expensive. It just depends on what's involved with it, you know. I don't know. Now, in terms of telling her, the type of person I am, in my conscience, I would have to tell her, but I would already know that I'm probably going to lose her, you know. And it's not so much that I wouldn't want to lose her, but it's going to become so awkward because she's not going to want to sit and talk with me no more, you know. Especially because if I'm around her husband every day dating him or whatever, if I decide to keep dating him, she's not going to want to talk to me no more. She's going to feel awkward. Like she's not going to want to come around anymore, period. Because she can't open up and be herself because she's going to feel like I'm going to go back and run and tell her business. Or, you know, it'll be some resentment there. Like you, one of the reasons why we can't work things out. You never know. Like women talk all day long like they mad, they can't stand him. I'm done with him. It's done. It's period. I'm done. I don't care what he doing. But low key, Most women don't mean that. They do it sometimes. With us as women, we do that just to save face, or we do that because we're hurt. So she's not going to want to come look at you in your face, and you're one of the reasons why they can't even potentially work through this or whatever, you know. So it's just like that is just a weird thing, and once something like that happens, you're going to end up one or two things is going to happen. You're going to end up being you're going to end up being a liar, and that's going to come out anyway eventually, because what if you still kept dating that guy, and then if you keep dating him and y'all keep growing and getting closer and closer and closer, you're going to have to come around at some point. They got kids, or whatever. You're going to have to come around, or the kid's going to mention your name, and once he introduces you to the kids, and then she's going to want to meet the woman that her kids are around. So then she's going to come see as you. So now she hates you because you've been lying to her this whole time. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, it's so sticky because you would have to tell, because it's going to come out and then you're going to look like a terrible person. But if you come clean and say, I didn't know it was you, I've been dating this guy for some months, I haven't really been talking about it because you know how those new things are, but it's actually your husband. Like, y'all are going through this divorce. I didn't know it was the guy I'm dating. That's going to be awkward. You're going to end up losing the client. And it's one of the messed up situations because you haven't necessarily done anything wrong per se. Excuse me, but it's going to be so awkward that she's going to just go somewhere else, period. Even if she don't argue with you, she might not get smart with you. She's going to act cool, and then she's going to never come back. She might come back one time to try to be mature about it, but it's going to bother her spirit so much, she's not going to come back. She's not. You're going to lose the client. This is a tough one. You're going to lose that client. Yep. Never date a married, separated man. Let him come to you free and clear, hunty. Boom. Is love more important than money? That's a good question. Is love more important than money? For me, it depends on who it is, because love is very rare to me. I don't think a lot of people know what real love is. Business over pleasure, not letting nothing slow my money flow. So you're saying you would just cut him, like, be done. Be done, because this is my client, my long-term client, she cool, and I'm not doing it. It's weird because if that ever came out, she's gonna end up hating you though. Like, when you have secrets and they come out, it's like it's worse. I don't know. It's like you caught in between a rock and a hard place, and it's not even your fault for being in this place. Not to be fooling around with married men. Okay. Well, I just got here. I realized this is a twisted case study. She will have animosity towards you. Yes, she will. She might start doing little stuff like being nitpicky, running late, canceling appointments. She's gonna really disappear. It's period. Did I say it too many times? I said period. I'm old, girl. If I knew that she still loved him, probably what I would base my answer on, because I don't want to be a part of breaking no woman's heart. Of course, she still loves him. Of course. I agree. You have to tell the client. Yeah. Same. I just keep thinking about if the shoe was on the other foot. Exactly. And I believe in karma. Whatever energy and karma you put out there in the universe, that's exactly what comes back to you. That's how you know something is off. You keep having bad luck or something. It's like something you reaping some karma from the past, or something that you need to adjust, or something you neglecting. It could be neglecting a family members you should be helping, something like that. Like, whatever you put out there, it comes back. Hey, yes, ma'am. Yep. Be upfront. Okay. To be honest, a lot of girls become friends with their men's. A lot of girls become friends with their men's exes. I've done it before, especially when y'all have to be around each other. Okay. Well, see, that's the thing. This is just one of those sticky things. Like when you're dealing with clients, you're dealing with the public, and you get to talking and everything, you'd be surprised what comes out, because we were talking about, and I think did we post that case study? Because this is case study number 11. We posted that case study, and it came from Cece's situation, not her, but some of her people where it was like you get situations too where you end up doing clients that's both messing with the same man. Stuff like that happens all the time too. Now that's really common. You might really run into that. And that gets sticky because if you're cool with most of your clients and you know this weird piece of information, you got to stay out of that. But then if it comes out that you know, everybody gets mad at you. It's like you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. Married is married. True. I wonder how they met though. I don't know. You might be able to get them back together. I've seen people stay separated for years before they get a darn divorce. Because I think the first couple of months is like just making sure that it's not just, we just fell out for a minute. But then if it goes years and years and years, it's just they too lazy to really get the paperwork done. And to be honest with you, realistically, most people are still going to be out there dating other people, even though they're too lazy to take care of their business over here. I can't say if it's right or wrong. To each person his own, because the people that I know that have done that before, they say it's different once you're in it. It's easy to say when you're not in it. And I started thinking about it. And I'm like, it's true that a lot of people are lazy when it comes to taking care of business like that, because it's a lot of work and it's annoying to deal with that. You got to do it, of course, but people just get lazy and get caught up with their life. You can avoid the entire situation if you stick to single men. Exactly. True. Truth. But this is what happened. And then what happens, and you all are saying that, right? But here's something I want you all to think about. What if you didn't know the person was separated? And you done fell in love with this person. Men lie all the time. People lie all the time. So what if you didn't know? You done already fell for him and everything. You done got in the bed with him. You done did everything. Y'all like darn near y'all together. And then you find out. He like, I didn't tell you because I'm getting that paperwork done. I just gave my lawyer my last payment. That's getting taken care of. I didn't tell you, that because I'm gonna be divorced. What if he kind of lied? But you done already failed. Like stuff. I heard stories like that happening too. I'm just saying, it's a no-go. Friends, exes, or boyfriends are off limits. I would never do that to a client, especially a good client. But see, here's the thing. With this case study, it came out after the fact. You get what I'm saying? Like she had been already dating this dude for months, not even knowing that this is the client's ex. Well, the client's husband that she's been separated from. She didn't know. She didn't purposely say, well, he's separated, so I'm going to go get him or whatever. She just was like dating this guy, but didn't know it was her husband. What if it was the other way around? That's a good question. I would feel awkward and I would stop coming because my ego and my feelings are already, I'm already emotional and my feelings are all over the place about this and it's already traumatizing and devastating. I'm not going to be able to sit up here and come look at you knowing that you just probably had sex with the person that I'm trying to get a divorce from. I'm just not going to be able to do it. I don't even care if I hate his guts. I still do not want to be around a woman that he's currently screwing. I just don't. Ain't nothing against you per se, but it is something against you. So now I gotta go because I can't handle it. It would be too much for me. I'm just being honest. I forget things all the time. So if two plants are dead, what? Wait, I forget things all the time. So if two plants are dead, I maybe that's a saying I don't get. I don't know, but shit, I don't know. Sometimes people hold out on doing the paperwork just for spite. See, that too. Happened to a very close family member of mine. He wouldn't sign and she wouldn't pay to override it. See, little things like that be happening. Everybody can't get a divorce overnight. But at the same time, life goes on. I'm not going to lie to you. If I was married and I was getting divorced, I know it's true. If it's me and my husband, we're going to have stuff. Okay, it ain't going to be no quick and easy. We just move out this damn apartment. No, it's going to be stuff. Like, how we going to do this building? How we gonna do this loan? What we gonna do with these properties? It ain't gonna be no overnight thing to get divorced. But at the same time, I'm still gonna be out there dating. I ain't gonna lie to you about that. I'm gonna still be dating because life is short and I gotta keep it moving. I have to keep moving. I'm gonna be out there still dating other guys. I am, so I'm sure he would be too. That's just honest. This shit going on for a year or so. I'm not about to put my life on pause like that. I'm gonna try to get that done as fast as possible. Whoever I'm dating, I'm gonna be honest and transparent and tell them the truth. But I'm still gonna be out there dating. I got a couple people in my family been married a couple times. They be on it. They be on it. Shoot. Because like you said, what if somebody try to hold you up? Somebody try to hold you up. Mary is Mary. I get that. But me personally, I probably would still get out there and and just getting my feet, at least getting my feet back wet. Because if you've been married for a long time, the dating scene has changed since the last time you was out there dating. I gotta get my feet back wet. I gotta get my mojo back. I gotta learn, what's happening out here. I'm just being honest. I get married as married, and I don't date married men. I have been approached by guys who said they separated and all that. I don't believe them, so that's why I won't deal with them because I think they lying anyway. Um, yeah, but I do get situations where it can be a little trick baggy. I do get that. That's just me. All these questions popping up. Yeah, I mean, I forget the okay, well, I forget things all the time. So if two clients are dating the same guy, I'll forget who he is too. Huh. Okay. Now it's really gonna it's really easy to walk away. He's a liar, gonna lie to me too. Is he? No, 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 no. He didn't. No, I said no, 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 no. He separated. She knew that, but she just didn't know it was her client, was the wife. He didn't lie. That's why I said nobody has really done anything wrong. It's just a weird, sticky situation. That's all. But I did pop up the question. I said, what if he didn't, say anything? That would be a problem I have with him. He got to go because he's a liar. But nobody lied and everything. Nobody. It was just that we didn't. These people didn't know that they all knew each other. That's what it is. Okay. I was dating a separated guy for almost a year, and then he went back to his wife. My heart was broken, and from that day forward, I don't date married men. That can easily happen too. And you know what, you guys? I'm lying to you. Ooh, I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm a liar. God. I'm a damn liar. Because now that I'm thinking about it, what am I saying? Yes, I have dealt with somebody who was separated. Sure have. Forgot all about it. And fell in love with him. Deeply in love with him. Just the tea, honey. This is true. This is when I was like 21, 22, around that time. Him and his wife were separated. How do you know? Let's just say that we kind of came around, we still kind of had the same circle of people. This story was true. Him and his wife were separated. And she cheated on him. And she got pregnant. And it was by somebody else. She was pregnant by somebody from her job. See, everybody can say what they would and would not do. How did I forget this? People will say what they would not do. It depends. Because she cheated on him and she got pregnant. And then when she got pregnant, she had to come out and tell him like the truth. And it came out that she was screwing with somebody for a minute in her job. And that's the worst place where people cheat too, because them workplaces, that's where people be really dipping off. They be having whole long relationships. My uncle that was married to my auntie for all the years, and the woman he ended up being with for 20 years after, that woman worked with him. That's where them real relationships be starting at work. So the guy I was dealing with, he told me, I don't think he told me like when we first went out, but I think he told me like second date or whatever that he was separated. He started explaining everything, but he didn't tell me all those details that of what happened until like we got closer. And then he told me he was crying everything. He said he was in therapy. I know that to be true because I used to do some of his family members' nails and stuff. Like it really messed him up. He couldn't believe it because that was his childhood sweetheart that he was with. And she cheated on him. Now, if he would have just told me that story, I'd be like, if I didn't know nobody else. But I actually did a lot of his family members. Like, that's how I know the story to be true. Like I said, it was like a circle where I could validate a lot of details to be true. And so, yeah, you never know. You can't just, every situation is not black and white. So he and I ended up dating for on and off for like 6 years. on and off for 6 years. He last time I saw him, he actually said, "Let's get married," and we were supposed to go look at rings. We chickened out, and at that point, I was like, "I'm done. You wasted my goddamn own time," and I had to cut him off. But he wasn't ready to date. He didn't trust women after that, and I just heard about him throughout the years, and he just turned to like a dog. So it's not always the man that's the bad person. She cheated, and she had the baby. She wasn't getting rid of. She had the baby. That messed his head up. His wife, his childhood sweetheart, who he bought them a house, everything, had 2 kids, and she was having a third baby. That's somebody at her job. And guess what? That man was married too. You never know. I forgot all about that. Mhm. So he was that messed him up so bad he wasn't even able to commit again. And that little half proposal he gave me, he wasn't ready. He chickened out. We were supposed to go look at rings. He chickened out on me. I was like, you know what? I'll catch you later in life. Just saying, it's not all black and white. It's not. Life is not all black and white. I'm glad you said that, Sheree, because I forgot that fast. Um, yeah, sticky small world, just divorce as soon as possible. Yeah, that's the thing. Some divorces you can go file some $300, $400, $500 paperwork and get it done, but some you cannot. It depends on what you got going on in your life. Successful people, a lot of stuff can't just get no divorce like that. It'd be a lot of it's a business like being dissolved. That's what it is. So that's not cheap or fast. That's what I was responding to if he wasn't truthful. Yeah, no, everybody knew. They just didn't knew that no one knew that they all knew each other like that. I hope nobody's going to church thinking they didn't do anything wrong. That Bible fixes all that. Okay. Yes, I made it this time. Hey girl, where you been, girl? Where you been? Because at the end of the day, that's not my business. I don't think it's my place to put myself, people's business or problems if it's not nail related. Hmm. If they already sleep together, church didn't matter a long time ago. Uh-oh. Mhm. Okay, so most are not most are not broken after divorce. Married people's business is married people's business. Keep it simple. Okay. This is definitely an entanglement time to untangle. By the way, how are you doing today, Chicago? I'm doing good. I was just hot because I haven't been here in like over 36 hours. And I couldn't remember if I had the air on, so it was like extremely hot. And I hate that because it takes like literally a day and a half to cool off this apartment once it gets super hot. So I was just hot. It's hot. I gotta go get in the shower after this. I'm doing good though. But I wanted to bring this up because stuff like this happens, and this is just life. And it's just crazy because life, I'm one of those people too that say, I would never, I just can't do it. But you know, life will show you some things and you'd be surprised. You just be surprised. If I was this nail tech, what would I do? I would definitely tell her and I would tell him if I were already in it. But to be honest, I probably just wouldn't cut him off like that. I'm already in. I'm already entangled. It will get weird. She's probably gonna disappear anyway. Who just booked? Okay. Um, and I probably would not. I'm just being realistic with myself. But me personally, I don't date married men, but I guess I have dated married men. And I explained the situation where I did date a married man. Oh, and I will say this. I will say this. Let me go back to that married man I was dating on not 6 years. He got a divorce. He did. Within the first couple of months, he got that stuff done. I think he was so hurt. He got it done. They was divorced quickly. But he was still hurt behind it. And our relationship ended up suffering behind it. But he definitely did get the divorce. Now, if it would have went on and on and on and on. Matter of fact, he even showed me divorce, but he was all frantic about it, like I did it, whatever. But if that would have went on and on and on, he never would have did it. I would have just had to start getting my man ready to pull away from him. But that guy did do it. I didn't have to mention it no more. I was just like, I asked him, like, what are your plans? And he was like, I'm getting divorced. Tell me all the details. And he fell through with it. And that is why I continue to deal with him on and off for 6 years. And the reason why I was on and off is because he would pull me in and say, I want you to be my woman. I want you to be this, and talking future and all of that. He would back away, literally like disappear. It was like he would get scared, and I couldn't deal with that. I was like, you need to keep going to therapy and heal from how she hurt you, because you're not going to be hurting me because she hurt you. Because hurt people hurt people. So I had to let him go because he wasn't emotionally ready to trust women again. And to this very day, I heard that he's a womanizer and that he treats, like he's like a dog now. He'll never be the same. She ruined him. I hate to say it, but she did. Men can't take stuff like that. It like changes them for life. It does. But that's why you want to get on the Shecago show, because on the Shecago show, this is the type of stuff I talk about. I talk about life and how I really think, and more details about me personally outside of nails and all that stuff. The Shecago show. You'll see me going to get my lips done with the camera right there. You'll see me on the road driving out of town. You'll see me partying. You'll see me turning up. You'll see me trying on clothes and what you think. Talk about my other life outside of doing nails. Who I am. Who is Shecago? So, good news. I finally pushed my anxiety aside enough to start school in September. I was going to ask you about that. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. You can push your anxiety aside. What you understand is nothing but a chemical imbalance happening in the body. Fight or flight mode. And once you realize that, you start rationalizing, doing your breathing exercise, and start telling yourself, what's the worst case scenario? Am I going to die? Is this going to kill me? And you just start being more realistically thinking instead of thinking in the future, and just deal with the present. And once you really start having that game plan, you'll start moving forward. And I'm going to tell you, you keep whatever it is you did to push aside from that, if you keep doing it, you won't have anxiety anymore, because you can heal anxiety, chronic anxiety. You can heal chronic anxiety. Trust, I don't have chronic anxiety, but I know what it's like where it's crippling. So yes, you in school in September. Yes. See, it's done. It's done. It's done. Congratulations. You getting your nail tech license? Yes, you are. Boom. Don't cross your fingers. It's done. You just filling out all the paperwork and reading all the books and stuff. It's gonna be done. It's done. It's done. You see what I mean? The circumstances are not the same for everyone, and they're not. Everything is not black and white. Everything is definitely not black and white. So I thought that this was an interesting case, and I feel one way about it. But now that I'm thinking about it, and I just remember, hell, I've been through this. Well, been entangled myself, but it ended up not even being that. The guy got a divorce, and they never got back together. They never get back together. How do I know? Because we run the same circles. I still talk to his family members and everything. They were saying like he was messed up. He's in therapy. Yeah. Because she had the baby. So he went to go pick up his kids. He had to go look at that child still that she went out and had with somebody at her job. So you never know. Life ain't black and white. It's just not. We all end up in situations where we never thought we would be in. So that's all. Did you all like the case study? Was it decent? Just wondering, did you think this case study was decent? And did anyone have a question before I go ahead and log off? Make sure you all are joining the Shecago show if you want to know more about my personal vlogging experience. It's not really nails. It's just me as a person. Any questions? Any questions? Any concerns? Did you like the case? What you think? No questions, no concerns? If not, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I am, because I wish I could show you all this stuff I got. It's like boxes, bags, stuff. Okay, case was great. Yay, good. Hey. Is it on YouTube? Yes, that's my second channel. The second channel is the Shecago Show. That is the name of the channel. Like, this is Shecago Nails and Makeup. The Shecago Show is my personal vlog channel that I activated the other night. Yep. I do have another announcement, but I'm not going to go into the detail. I'm still working on the Sims, and that's what I want to do too. I'm about to get in the shower because I'm hot and sweaty, and I'm going to go work on the Sim stuff. But, oh, and I got to go work on the website, get product and stuff out. The books are back in. Was more coming. Somebody said they sold out. I didn't even realize the hardcover book was sold out. And literally, I got one left over here, but the rest of them are a new batch is coming from the publisher. I didn't even realize they were sold out. I did not. I did not. So if you want your books, then you can order them because they will be here any day, and I will put them right in the mailbox that same day or the next morning. And here's the announcement. I'm not going to go into the detail because I know I got some of my lurkers watching to see what I could do so they can get new ideas, which is fine. But I got some stuff coming for you all. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be a shopping night where we're going to be shopping online. I'm not going to say too much because you got lurkers who want to bite my ideas, but trust me, that's part of what I've been doing too. I've been pulling stuff together that most people can't find, and you're going to get it at the best possible price imaginable. But you're going to be competing with other people to get it at that price. I make you think a lot. Yes, that's all I do is think, and have great conversations with my friends. Now I'm all in the stock market. I hope you all in the stock market. It's a great time to be in the stock market, baby. I'm telling you, you better buy this stuff while it's cheap. It'll make you rich in the future. You love the background? I just came up with this. It's the new one. Thank you. Missed you, girl. Missed y'all too. I had to get on here. I'm like, Tanisha, at first I was in a funk because of COVID. It just had me all messed up. I just didn't really want to be bothered. I really didn't with anything. I had to snap myself up out of that. And luckily the gyms are back open so I can get some of this COVID weight off of me because I get bored working out at home, and I started walking the track. Boring. I like lifting weights. So that really helped me to be able to get back in there and pump that iron out. Like, I just like it. I was still doing a dip class. Dip, yeah. Yeah, I need a model. I'll do the dip class. Somebody reached out to me the other day regarding acrylic. And they said, I'm just not getting this acrylic. I'm rocking for a reason. I'm just not getting this acrylic. I think I might have to pay for a class, one-on-one. Now, a person who wants to get you for your money will just get that money. But I was like, no, you need to go back and you need to do this video and you need to pay attention to this. She's like, well, I want to get a model from you. I'm like, yeah, but first go back to that class that you paid for. And I'm talking about this right here. I said, you need to go back to this class that you already paid for, and you need to go back over this section and pay attention to this portion of what I said on this, because I'm pretty sure from what you're telling me, that's what it is. So like a few hours later, she texted me late at night, like, you were so right. That's exactly what it was. Thank you so much. It looks so much better. And she started sending me pictures. She's like, oh my God, I got it now. So I want to create quality stuff for you, but I'm not just here to take your money, because I'm going to be blessed regardless, because when you do things with good intentions, the world, the universe brings good to you. So I don't worry about getting money, because money naturally comes, but I wasn't just going to take that girl's money, because like a lot of you guys, you already have the tools to be successful. A lot of you guys get frustrated way too fast and think that you need to spend and buy some more stuff. Or you need to spend more money and buy this class. You need to spend that more glitter. You need to do this. You need to buckle down and keep practicing sometimes and be consistent. That's all it be. Most of us have more than enough stuff. You got all the tools you need to be successful. That's all. So I've created 2 new tools so far, that book and this class. And yes, I am going to do the dip. I just been in a funk and in a slump, to be honest with you. And I've been wanting to move, but it's not going to happen as soon as I thought, but it's fine. It's coming. And my room I hate it. I got to get up out of that room. I'm literally suffocating there. And that's why I'm looking for a new table with a whole bunch of drawers, because I got too much stuff, but I need it all. But I just need it organized in drawers. Not everything is I'm not working out in a proper workspace. So I've just been kind of bogged down during the COVID, trying to get my personal life together and get my mind together. But the dip class is going to be next, because dip is great. But there are little nuances about the dip that a lot of people don't know. Just like when this class right here, this class right here, it's something I talk about in this class that everybody's like, nobody even starts out talking about that. And I'm glad you mentioned that because, yeah, that's the first thing before you even start doing acrylic. Like, we got to talk about this here. So, I'm going to do the dip because it's little things that people don't get about dip. It's a lot of steps. It's a lot of steps. But I'm going to break it down in a way where you understand it and go over the products and what their use is, because if you understand the use, then you'll know how to troubleshoot different issues. And I've been doing dip for like almost 2 years now. So yeah. Hey Shecago, I just purchased your acrylic class and it's very beneficial and gave me a lot of confidence. Yay, yes. See what I'm saying? And it's just like, I'm not going to sit there and do a whole set of nails, but I give you instruction on, because anybody can do that. A lot of people are selling these. Pay me $250 and watch me work. Okay, but did you understand why they were doing it? Did they explain and get into your mind why you were doing it, how you're doing it, and why, and what it means? And that's what I kind of go into that detail. So I'm glad you said that. And then you said they need your class and just keep watching it, explain step by step. Right. So that person was trying to give me money, literally. And I said, well, it costs more money. This year I went up on the price. She's like, I don't care how much it is. And I still was like, I don't want to take you. I'm very busy and I'm about to be out of town a lot. So she was like, I don't care how much it was. I still wasn't trying to take her money because the people might say, you stupid, you should have got that money. No, she already spent the money for what I have for her. She needs to sit down. That's the problem. If you don't master your own discipline in things, you won't get far. I want people to really understand, like, I'm really trying to get people to be disciplined and consistent. I can get your money all day long and so will the next person, but that's not my intention. I really want you to come out of this with understanding, some real understanding. I could sell watch me work videos and classes all day long if I want to. I really sit down and want you to get certain things like that book. I hate that people just read it instead of doing it the way that it's suggested to do it, because it's done in a way to get you to wrap your mind around being an entrepreneur and properly branding yourself. It's set that way on purpose. Reading it is not going to have the same effect as doing it week by week, like an assignment. So I do things in a certain way for a reason, to help for real. I watch it often in practice. Yeah. Yes. Because those techniques and what I talk about, it doesn't matter if you're doing short nails or long nails. Once you start understanding what you're doing, you can scale that up or down, long or short. You get it? So I wouldn't take her money. And a couple hours later, she realized she didn't need to spend money with me. You had that, you're good. So I am coming with the dip. I gotta find a good model. So I need somebody with a nice nail bed. Cece got little bitty nail beds. I gotta find a person with a nice nail bed to do the dip on. Maybe I'll do it on my own nails. I need to take this off. That's what I'm about to do too. But maybe I'll do it on my own nails and use myself as a model. Because dip is funny. How many of you all do dip? I just want to know real quick. How many of you all offer dip to clients? One thing I will say about dip is it's not for everyone. It's some people it's great for them and it stays on forever. Some people it's not durable enough for them. It's not good for everyone. To me, it's a hybrid. It's a step down from regular acrylic, but it's a step up from no chip. You say you offer dip. Yeah, dip is weird. And then you know, it's so many dip powders out here, and it depends on different brands and how finely milled it is and how much pigment they got in there. Some of them break down faster than others, and it's like, do you just stick with one brand? But it's so many colors and so many brands, and how will it act with the resin system that you have? Like it's dip can be, I do it, but I just tell people like, we're gonna see how it works on you because it's not the best option for everyone. I offer hybrid gel. Okay. That's good for being odorless too. The smell is not always good for me. Yeah, it's just, I'm definitely gonna do that class next. I have all this stuff written down, but believe me when I tell you, it's a lot coming. but COVID threw me all the way off my square because we were on a good schedule, weren't we? We were running on a really good schedule with these case studies, and I had to pre-record and all that. But when COVID happened, I think it threw my whole world upside down. I had to really process and woosah for a minute. So I'm coming back. You said I have never done dip because it scares me because of the infection thing, people sticking their fingers in the same jar. Yeah, but I do the manicure and then I have them scrub their hands down, literally, like scrub them down for that. So I know a lot of people do acrylic on people. If you really want to think about it, and that's true with the infection, like if a person has open skin and stuff like that, you should turn them away for a dip and make them get something else. But if you really think about it, we do manicure, we do acrylic on people all the time, and we're using that same acrylic brush and we touching their nail there with that acrylic brush and we dip it right back in our liquid. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of little loopholes that's kind of, it might be a little cross-contaminating or whatever. And I don't know if you all are the people that like throw out your liquid every time you do somebody. I don't, and I'm not going to, because that's a lot of money going down the damn drain. But I'm just saying, try to be as clean as we can. I have people wash their hands multiple times. My client the other day, she's like, I don't wash my hands 3 times since I've been here. I said, yeah, because as soon as you come in the door, you're gonna wash. As soon as I do the cuticle work and everything, I need you to wash again. And then at the end, you need to use the scrub to exfoliate your hands. Yeah, 3 times. I don't care. It would be 2 times if we didn't have COVID, but okay, 3 times. So, You said, no, I don't, but I don't have much against it either. I used to feel the same way about the different thing, but I'm like, I feel like if you just had people who really, really get them a scrub brush and have them scrub their hands down, tell them get up under their nails and everything, give them antibacterial soap, and be specific in telling them to wash and scrub, get up under the nails and everything, I think it'll be okay. But if they have anything open, you see any open cuts or peeled back skin, tell them they're not a candidate for it because you have open skin right now. These are disinfectable dishes to use. There are disinfectable dishes. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out in the market. If you really want to offer dip like that, there are ways to get around it. And they have the stuff where you can sprinkle. And you throw that powder away. So you could do it that way too. But I just feel like the sprinkle method, you might not get an even application unless you got a good technique, a good steady hand, and be like, But to me, if you're going to do that, what I would do is I would have like a second dish, and when I'm sprinkling and it catches it underneath, I'm going to use that on the next hand. I'm not going to keep pouring from the brand new jar on every finger. I'm going to be recycling the one that whatever fell down there, I'm going to be recycling that right back on their hands because I can't use it on anybody else. So I'm just going to keep using that. Like, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. So, yeah, that'll be coming. So I feel like I've been holding you all a long time, but I really appreciate your support. Don't forget to check out the Shecago show. It'll be things coming on there as well. I'm finally going to break down and give me a phone soon. And thank you so much for tuning in. I am going to catch you all in the next video. Bye.